So my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ligand preparation and Veena is I will be explaining, which I was not able to explain due to network problem. Earlier we already have done protein preparation. So in this session we will be using MGL tools for the preparation of ligand, and ligand and or protein should be in the format of PDB so that we can convert it to PDBQT format. I already have saved ligand as PDB format named as drug.pdb. I converted it using Chimera X from SDF file format, or even any other file format like mol2, or any other file format you get for the drug structure. You can convert it to PDB format using either Chimera X or using OpenBabel or any other suitable package which can open that file for you. So I will use this drug.pdb to convert it to .pdbqt for the docking with Autodock Veena. I am using file option read molecule, or also I can use ligand input and open option to select my ligand, and I will need to navigate to the ligand directory. So I am choosing drug here, and it is showing here. Actually here last time we added Gastiger and other charges to and Coleman charges to protein structure, but here on choosing the ligand in PDB format, it is automatically adding Gastiger charges and making other rotational or torsional changes automatically. So this dialog box is just showing those changes. So when we choose a drug or ligand in this Autodock tools, it will perform the same action for every ligand. So it will modify structure a little bit for docking for the docking purpose. Now I need to choose the ligand using choose option. I have navigated to ligand input and choose to choose the ligand, and here it will show me this dialog box, and here I will select drug and then select molecule for Autodock. Now after performing that action, it has selected it as it has set ligand as a drug, sorry, as a ligand. Now I can use output option and save as PDBQT to save it as PDB. It save it in PDBQT format. What I did, I went to ligand, then I use output and then save as PDBQT. Ligand output save as PDBQT, and here I will navigate to the directory where I want to save this structure, and I am saving it as drug.pdbqt. Fine. So this ligand is prepared. You can also prepare ligand using other software, but you should know what was the charges, what was the algorithm or approach applied for the charges. Like here Gastiger and Coleman algorithm or Coleman principle was applied for the charges calculation. So you should know that as well, because while reporting your research paper or discussion, you will need to report those things. So using OpenBabel, we have converted PDBQT, converted our ligand to PDBQT, and protein was already converted into P, uh, converted to PDBQT from PDB file. Next we are going to perform the docking. So before performing the docking, let me explain few things to you. First thing is, we are going to use Veena command line, and it will require input, and then it will require some configurations, means there will be some default values, and we can override them, and those values will be called configurable values. And if you and among those configurable values, there will be input options and output options. Input options means which we need to provide them, and output options means what Veena is going to give us in after the docking point. So during docking, the Veena executable will take input as receptor, using receptor keyword, and we will input it as our receptor dot p some or file name dot pdbqt, and ligand as ligand dash ligand lig file name dot pdbqt, and then other options like last day we saved our proteins coordinates in a config file. So to provide that configuration, we will use dash config and provide our config file.txt. So these will be the input for the Veena, and then it will return us uh, different conformers or different poses of the ligand, and also how those poses have been calculated, like energy calculations and other proofs for their suitability will be reported by Veena in some format. I will be explaining those in other classes, but here we will be performing a example docking. So we already have discussed all these things, and since I have deleted receptors receptors configuration, I will do it quickly. Again prepare the I will prepare that again. I am taking on protein structure here. I will open it in MGL tools. I can also go to docking macromolecule, and I guess I can't. So I will use read molecule option and navigate to a directory where I have saved other structures. Select protein file, edit to add hydrogens, add, yes, polar only, edit option, charges, add Coleman charges. Now I will go to grid, macromolecule, choose, and I will choose my receptor molecule. It should prompt me to save that structure, but it has not yet. Okay, so it has prompted me to save that structure, and again I can navigate to file. Now I have saved it as pdbqt file. Atom has 0 charges. Okay, so now I have pdbqt file for ligand and receptor both. Actually in this example I have I have not used ADT4 tool type. ADT4 type means I have not assigned atom types as ADT, so that can be skipped if you don't get the error. Now for grid option, I am using grid box and setting this spacing to 1 directly and covering whole the protein for here I have opened ligand as well, so it is also shown here, but I am ignoring it for now. And covering all complete protein. And now saving the configuration file, new text config.txt, opening it with notepad. Last day I explained how you can save these values in text file using keywords after seeing from command line, and I am using that same approach here to save the coordinates and size. So I will save size x equal to 56, size y equal to 62, size z equal to 72. Now center x equal to center underscore x equal to 24.176, y equal to 0.993, center z equal to 53.658, and I have saved it. So config file is saved. Now our preparation work is completed. I am opening another text file. Okay, so I am copying veena.exe here directly to avoid any confusion. And opening this directory in the terminal. I can directly navigate using file path using cd command. So if I type veena here, I am getting all the required options, and I have used these options, these coordinates, to save it in the config file. Now I need to provide receptor and ligand which are required here. So my command will be font 16. Okay, so I will use VINA since my this file name is vina.exe, or I can also type .exe, and then I will type dash receptor, and my receptor name is 3 receptor file name is 3bj1.pdbqt. So my this veena.exe is same as this file, and this receptor option, this part is keyword, and this is file name which is coming from this pdbqt file which I have exported from mgl tools. Now dash ligand to specify ligand. This is means I am telling the command veena that by dash ligand I am going to specify the ligand file which will be this drug.pdbqt. So don't be confused anywhere, pdbqt. Now since I have saved all the configuration file in this config.txt, I can specify config file using .config dash dash config and now config.txt. So this completes the whole this is going to complete the command for now. So to run it, I will open the command line. To open the command line, you can you have already practiced, I guess, so I need not to repeat that. Let me know if anyone has any problem about this. Simply I will copy this command because it may be very difficult to type on over command line. I'm copying it and just pasting here, and after pressing enter it should start docking part. And these are the similar values which we same values which we have put in the config.txt. So any spelling mistake or dot or spot dot or comma, that will provide give you error. So like that docking part can be completed. Let it run. It might take some time. So here we have already provided it input, but didn't do anything for the output, and also didn't do anything for configuration. So I just explained how you can provide the input to the file, and these two options are remaining. So after the docking, uh, so this completes for today's session. And if anyone has any question, please feel free to ask. I have already explained the assignment. And if anyone is following following me and running the same uh, following same steps, please share your screenshots so that we can know what you are doing.
Sir, can you please summarize the steps after, like when we wrote in the notepad about the size and the center XYZ values? After that, can you please summarize the steps, please?
Yeah, actually I will repeat it 3 times at least for different types of docking. And if you have not understood, then I will repeat it. And if you are not able to perform these steps, then let me know. I will solve that immediately. Because if when I
Sure,
will
sir.
repeat it, you will understand what are the requirements and how they are connected, linked with each other. Means like why I am using the spacing sizes or center access and providing it to be in our config file. So all those things will be clear to you. but meanwhile I will recommend you should be able to perform these things.
Yes, sir.
So I guess you just have gone through this these three options for now, right?
Yes.
O- okay, so in this after running this, here you can see three things, 3 to 4 things. First, I have provided it provided this option from command line. Let me find it. Provided this command to Veena, to this program veena.exe. Here I have specified it receptor and receptor in this block, and here ligand, and then configuration, and configuration file had center and sizes. And again lastly I told that this is version and information about citation and other things. Now its calculation has started, then its output. So these are different values or different related to different conformations it has calculated for the ligand and ligand and receptor. I will explain all these things in the next classes, but I believe that you should be able to perform these things. If anyone has any question, please feel free to ask. Okay, so in the next session we will be discussing about result analysis and interpretation. Then uh, I will be telling you how you can save file in different formats, and already we have discussed about labeling and other things. So using those earlier tools, earlier discussions, I will be explaining how you can use that knowledge for to generate figures for publication or presentation. Next, I will be repeating blind docking and the site specific docking for the comparison and their different uses. So I guess no, there are no questions from today's session. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank